Well, that's my grill and I need to do a little bit of maintenance on it. So let's do some maintenance. Well, the grill is made by Char-Broil, but the temperature gauge doesn't work, and that's one thing that needs to be fixed. The other thing I need to do something about is the drain pan. All the drippings end up hitting the bottom and go down that little hole and into a drain pan. I've done the best I can trying to patch it up, but you can see that is worthless, isn't it? So there's a company called E-Replacements that has a lot of parts for a lot of different things, appliances and grills. So I went to E-Replacements and I looked up my grill and I found a drip tray, and I want to say it was like $10 and $6 to ship, probably more than it's worth, but I needed a new one. So let's take a look at it. If you're here for the grill grates, just keep watching. I'm gonna get to it. Well, I didn't have a knife in my pocket, but I had this. Why, I don't know. Well, if you're wondering how I knew what part to get, it's because I keep all the owner's manuals for all the stuff that I purchase. And all I did was go to that and look up what the part was. And there you can see the part number. How about that? A brand new one. Hopefully it will last a couple of years. Well, let's go put it in. And just like that, it slides in and we are ready to go, as good as new. Well, I've still got to replace the grate on this side, and when it comes in, I'll film that and we can conclude this video. But there's a story there too. Now, so let me give you some thoughts I have on grilling and grill grates. Well, first of all, this is what my grill looks like, and I normally have grill grates right here. And the new grill grates just came in, so let's get them unboxed and in place. Normally these would rest right on top of the grate that came with your grill, but I removed those and I just used the grill grates themselves to cook on. Well, that's what they look like, and they sure are pretty when they're new. And you can cover as much of your grill as you need to just by locking them together. You just slide the pieces together, and when you lay them flat, they lock together. Now, I ordered mine from the GrillGrates website, and there's a lot of different options you can choose from. Whether you want to cover the whole grill or just a portion, the decision is up to you. And for me, I ended up choosing a length that allowed me to just totally replace the grate that was on the grill. And they come with this super duper spatula, which means you can put your food on the grill and you can go right underneath it and lift it up. I mean, it just works great. So I really like these things a lot. I mean, they make the food turn out great. And if I'm going to give you a rundown on the price, when I bought these originally, it was back in 2016, and I got 3 of them from my grill, just like you see, and it was $69. And now it's 2024 and inflation has hit, and I ended up buying 4 of them for $140. But they're well worth it. And the reason why I got 4 is I never even knew it. You can turn them upside down and use that like a griddle. I've seen them pour eggs. I've seen them do all kinds of stuff on it, at least on YouTube and on videos, but I'm looking forward to try that. And they're designed to just fit on top of the grill. You wouldn't have to do like I did and cut a section out. You could just lay them straight on top. And that's what I'm planning on doing with these. I'm planning on just laying those straight on top. But now let me tell you about my problem and what not to do. So as you use these, they get pretty ugly looking. Even if you use their fancy tool and try to get down and clean everything out, over time, they just get pretty ugly looking. And mine really needed to be cleaned. So, you see that fire pit over there? I was burning some leaves in that fire pit, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna set these grill grates in the fire, and it's gonna burn all the grease and junk off of them, and then I'll pull them out and they'll be like brand new, and I can put them right back in. But even though these are made out of some high grade aluminum, that high grade aluminum melts pretty easy too. When I went to pull my grill grates out of the fire, half of them have melted and the other half were all liquid. So I guess my word of advice is From experience, of course, because you only get wise in life through failure. Don't try to clean these off by putting them on the fire, because they will melt and turn into nothing. And that was an expensive $70 mistake I made. Actually more than $70, because I had to buy them to today's prices, and prices have gone up. But I really do like these things. I've got to cook some hamburgers out this afternoon. I'll show you how they work when I'm cooking my hamburgers. Okay, you can see we are getting started. I've got the potatoes going. I got to let everything sort of cook for a few minutes before I put the burgers on. That yellow color is from me spraying some cooking oil on the grill grate. But listen to how hot they are. They sizzle. Can you hear it? And that's going to leave some really great marks on whatever you're cooking. So here's a couple pieces of salmon I'm cooking, and I put them on the grill frozen, and you can see that with that special spatula you can just get right underneath it in between the grooves and lift it up and move the meat around. Well, I adjusted these once and it's been about 8 minutes, and I'm gonna flip them over. Well, after about 5 minutes I'll lift the lid up, and then I'll reposition them for the last time so I can get that nice grilled pattern on them. Well, about another 5 minutes goes by, and I'll get my thermometer out and check to make sure they're just about done. And then I'm going to set them off to the side on top of that flat grill grate over the burner that's not on, and we'll get some hamburgers going. And just like those frozen salmon steaks, the hamburgers will go on frozen too. Well, it's been about 3 minutes, and I'm going to pick these up and turn them 90 degrees and put those sear marks on them. Now the first side's done, so I'm going to flip these over and start on the second side. And there's nothing that complicated about it. Well, I don't know if it's the GrillGrates or the fact that I'm using lean hamburger meat, but I don't have a whole lot of flare-ups. Alright, the salmon has turned out perfect, and I'm going to take it off the grill. So my hamburgers are done cooking, but before I put them in a container, I'm going to end up shaking some of the excess fat and stuff off of these burgers. So it's going to have a little bit of a flame up, but that's the reason why. Alright, so now you've seen the GrillGrates in action. I wouldn't put them in a fire to burn all the excess grease off of them because you're going to melt them. But I do like them, and they do work well. I'm not a paid promoter for GrillGrates. I just like their product, even though I think they're a little bit overpriced. But what can you do, right? And here is the last of the hamburgers I cooked before I took them off the grill. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to get hungry just editing this video. Alright, a quick recap. If you need any parts for your grill, you can always go to ereplacements.com and order them there. I really think GrillGrates are an excellent product, but learn from my mistakes. Don't clean them off by putting them in a fire. And last but not least, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, check out some of my other playlists, and I'll see you in whatever video comes next.